the question again. What? Like, honestly, I kinda do want to get this thing before the sales hit, because if I don't want to have to grind it during, 'cause I might grind something else. I'm really excited for when the sales will happen, because I'll finally be able to get all of this and get this eventually, because it's also 220 research points, so yeah. It still does get two very good missiles and very good armament of bombs and all of those things. Like those, they're just very good. I don't think I can test drive it because it isn't unlocked. But I can test drive this one, which is pretty much the same. And does it show you if I pick the bombs? Does it have a bombing computer is basically what I'm looking for, because the A4 does not. And the problem with the A4 is I can't use it because I'm also thinking about all of this just in squad battle terms. So yeah, it does seem, because this is realistic battle difficulty. So yeah, of course, it does get a bombing computer. Ooh, didn't kill one of them. It also turns pretty well. But the only downside, compared to the A10, it is faster and less of a big target. But it does not have as good as, like, turn time. And the gun has less ammo. Yep, fine. I don't know why it's spinning to the right, but it keeps doing that. It's still playing fine. I believe that's my avionics gone. Ah yes, avionics damage. Anyways, I learned what I wanted to learn, which is if it had phone computer. And yeah, talking about squad battles things. The A4 is 9-3, which means when the squad battles are like 12-0, 11-0, 10-0, I can only use this for 10-0, because 9-0 it's too high for that. But this thing is perfectly 10-0 for ground realistic battles, which is what squad battles is. So this would be better because I could use this instead of the A4, and it has a better payload, better missiles, better. Pretty much it's just better, way better. The only reason the A4 is that high is because it has like guided munitions and such. Because this thing does. But yeah, the only reason it's 9-3 is because of the guided munition, but that still means that for a BR of 10-0, it's absolutely obsolete, especially for its airframe. I would also have liked to get the A8, because it is just a better A4, which I don't understand how the Americans managed to only get 200 rounds for 20 mils when the 30 mils get 300. 100 more while being 10 millimeters bigger. So this thing gets a better engine. It also gets better missiles. And better payload. And when I say better everything, the regular A4 has the missiles on these pylons, which forces you to bring either bombs or missiles, but this one doesn't because it gets the missiles on the outer pylons. And on the inner ones, if you want. So you could bring 4 missiles. I believe this might have been changed, but it might have also always been there. It gets 3 2,000 pounds instead of just 1. Though honestly, I would bring 2,000s on the outside and 3 1,000s in the middle. Because that's better, because you get more shots, and technically in terms of like weight, you get more. Can also get bullpups for the exterior, which I believe you can also get that. Yes, because you can get wall. Yeah. Okay, this is normal. This is what you have on the other one, but you also get a 2,000 pound guided bomb for the middle. I think you have that on the other one. What you don't get is this TV guided stuff in the middle. But yeah, it is just better. I would love to get it eventually. I will get it eventually. It's just logged behind like an unholy amount of grinding, which I was not willing to do. So, anyways, straight into it. I have no research boosters, which is going to be absolutely awesome. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, unless I do this with ground. No, ground realistic battle, it'll just take forever to get air. Or I could just buy this and have an absolutely overpowered plane for the VR. But yeah. So, I have seen some differences with this update. Many times we get air spawn with fighters now, which is very nice. It makes the battles way less long, because it's basically, it's not really needed, but that makes me wonder what spawn air defense fighters get. Let's see, is there an air defense fighter in this match? Their strike aircraft get wet. This strike aircraft he has spawned is where? He's there. So we spawn with the strike aircraft. That means that they do not get a head start anymore, which is bad. So you should technically make like the strike aircraft spawn here on the line, and the fighters behind the airfield where the air defense fighters used to be, and then put the air defense fighters like above the airfield and up some more in altitude, because that's what they're supposed to go. They're supposed to go and defend the air, which means defend from bombers. Because right now this is kind of turned into air arcade, where you're already in the battle in like a couple of minutes. Not even. P-51 is gonna come to me. Wait, this is air arcade. What? I put air arcade. I was sure. Okay, well, never mind. Scratch everything I just said. I'm a dummy. That wasn't. Huh. That explains a lot. Oh, yep, of course. Come on. I recovered from this in realistic battles once. But I guess that now's not the day. Why is it spinning this much? Okay, that makes no sense. Oh, of course, you recovered just as I get to the ground. Yippee. Well, I'm not gonna continue that game. I swear I checked it. No, it's not Air Arcade, my bad. So I wasted a booster on that. Okay, so tip. If you're in a Spitfire, you can recover from these. I've gotta figure out how. But I believe it is what I just did, which is turn off your engine, let the airplane actually just stall, which in the heavy nose, because that's where the engine is, will go and fall first, because nothing's providing lift anymore, so the heaviest part falls first. And then you can go full throttle to get some speed, so that you can maneuver your ailerons and your control surfaces, so that you can counteract, because the Spitfire is very agile and can fly with no wings. So one wing should be barely an inconvenience. But yeah, so if you only have one wing, either you don't lose control, or if you do and you have enough altitude, you turn off. No, don't turn off your engine. You throttle back to 0% your engine, let yourself stall, and then once you've got it recovered, which the full realistic controls can help you recover that, since they do allow you to deflect the control surfaces more. So when you're about to stall, you can do that, so that it just helps you get the wing a bit more down. That B-25 is already dead. Wow, what did he do? Did he try to dive? Did he try to dive? Wyvern died. Wow, typical of a Wyvern player. It's a level 100. Well, must have not been watching. Must have been on his phone. Oh, nope, there he goes. The internet. It happens. Happens. More often than you'd think. But yeah, if you get it installed... No, not if you get it installed. If you get your wing turned off, you stall the plane, and then you can try to recover it. Because I did it once in ground realistic battles with... I don't think was this Spitfire. I think it was another one. Probably one of the British ones while we were playing like 4-7. Yeah. I hit an enemy plane. It made me stall out. And then I recovered it using full realistic controls. And then I got it up, skimmed the ground, and nursed it back to the airfield. Or I would have if the game hadn't ended. But yeah, I had no other damage other than the wing, so... yeah. If you have damage on the other wing, it does help, because damage equals more drag for some reason. Even though it technically shouldn't, since when you think about it, a hole lets more air through, which means technically it would have less lift and less drag. So you'd go faster, but go up less. So it'd be you have to pitch up more for stay in the air, but you'd be able to go faster. That also depends where, because I understand if the hole is top down, then metal is sticking out, and it is technically more drag. But they're not gonna calculate where the hole is. They're gonna just see what wing part it hit. Engine is a little hot. I should be climbing more though. God, it really needs this weapon. P-51 now, that P-51's going for me. Well, technically not, he's just climbing, but... It does look like I... Oh, that's P-38. My bad. He has no chance in dogfighting me. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, where's the enemy team? Oh, they're all down there. Awesome. Yes, dogfight me, please. Please don't get my kill stolen. He's looking like it won't get stolen. But you never know, because this is War Thunder. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, and there's the rest of the team. Oh, they're already mostly dead. I see you, sir. You're going your airfield or for that Yak 9? For that Yak 9. Diving? You're diving. I'm gonna stay up here because... Yeah, no, he's gonna try to run. I'm gonna go for that P-47, but that's bad. No, that's a bad idea. Go this way. Because the thing is, if I go dogfight that P-47, that XP-55 will go for me. And then in a 2v1 with two planes that can kinda dogfight, it'd be a bad match. Now it doesn't look like it's going for me. At least. Yep, I lured him far enough away. Nope, see, he's turned for me now. There is that PBJ that I could go for. And that Poliversky is also going for me. So that's awesome. Jinx. That P-47 is going to come back for me. On cue. Thankfully that other plane did not. Gonna try to save my bullet. There's that Poliversky coming back. Where's that P-47? There he is. Alright. He's gone for other fries. I don't know if that Yak 9 is winning or not, but I am gonna go and help him.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
He's gonna go for that Poliversky. Very nice. So I can go for that XP-55. That is very bad. There he goes. My engine is not happy about the maneuvers I pulled. But that is the last guy in their team, so I will stick around. Plus 2 minutes of fuel with this engine. I don't even know if I can get back. I do have a leak. I'll just throttle off a bit, and there he goes. So I might just try to get. I'm gonna just try to get an assist on this. There we go. And throttle back so the engine doesn't die. Because if it does, that'll be a severe damage, and my plane's gonna get written off probably. There we go. Though that is a stretch, but I can't be too careful. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Been getting a lot of those recently. Yes, thank you. What was it? 20 mils. 7.62, why not? New 20 mils. So I can get, of course, stealth. And here I'll get universal. Because you want most of these bullets. And the least of these. And this. Since for 7.6... Oh, it's 7.7s. These don't do anything. Like, if I go here... Go... These one... Yeah, literally nothing. Compared to AP, which, even if it hits nothing, still does a bit of damage to what hits. And this does a bit more, I believe. Might be fractional, but it has a chance to set things on fire. And probably a higher chance to make controls explode. And does probably a slight bit more damage. So that's, and of course, yeah, you want these two types. And none of the others. So technically you would want, like, this one. Kinda has the most. But this one is technically the best because it has like 3 for 5. This has 2 for 3, so like for 30 that is 20, and this for 30 has times 6, that has 18. So yeah, no, this one is technically slightly better, but it doesn't have tracers, and since I'm running stealth with this because it's way better, then you need at least some tracers. Unless you're good enough, if you're skilled enough, just run all stealth belts. Because they're most of the time the best. One of the other hidden things of the game is the fact that the first bullet determines the speed of all the other bullets. So technically, if this tracer bullet was like 100 meters per second faster than this one, then all the bullets in the belt are going 100 meters per second faster than if it was another bullet at the start. Which is also a reason why the stealth belts are sometimes overpowered, because the only other belt that starts with the same bullet is the default one, which has a tracer round, which is absolutely useless. So yeah, This is especially apparent on like German machine guns, since most of the German most of the German 20 mils round speed is very slow compared to their machine gun speed. Machine gun is like 800 something, and the cannons are like 600 something, like at 150, 200 meters per second difference. So if you want to hit with the cannon, you've got to be either you're directly behind the enemy and they're not pulling maneuvers, or you've got to aim farther ahead than you need for the machine gun to hit, since the cannons are slower. So technically you aim far ahead, or technically in the best world you do like me and you bind keys to certain you bind your keys to if I go weapons, you bind numbers, I bind numbers. So for large calibers like the 45 on the Yak or the 20 mils, I have 1, and for smaller calibers I have 2. So when you're in a dogfight, instead of wasting ammo because your guns have different speeds, well, if you want to use your cannon, you go and use the keybind you set for it, and then once you have no cannon ammo, you use the other one. You don't waste ammo by firing them. Example, if you're firing at my plane, the cannon, if you're aiming the cannon there, like imagine in front of the airplane, and the machine guns are aiming at the same spot, well, the cannon's gonna hit and the machine gun's gonna go past because it's faster. So you're wasting machine gun rounds. Of course, that just, if you want to live with that, go ahead, and of course that doesn't really matter at closer ranges, or if you're in a head-on, or if you're directly behind an enemy, or even if you're attacking the ground, since, well, it kind of matters, and technically you want it if you're attacking with something that has a cannon, like the Mosquito, or the Yak-9, or any other plane with a large caliber cannon. You want to unbind those because you waste, and especially like on the Yak-9 UT, you only have like 120 or 30 rounds of 20 mil. So if you shoot 29 of those because you click at the same time, or if you hold click and you waste like 60 of those on ground targets that wouldn't have needed them, well, then when you go to take down air, that's less bullets to play with. Now this Wyvern is probably going to try to outspeed me. It turned the wrong way to do that though. That is not good. I don't think I'm the one that set him on fire. Is there an airfield close? The airfield is right there. It's this, yeah. And I'm the one that got hit. My plane is gonna be shiny. It's not gonna rust. Never gonna rust again. It'll stay shiny forever. But for 20 mil rounds, I really thought that was gonna do. You put 2 rounds, but it must have been explosive rounds because the radiator ate it. I hate British flaps. They're so shit. Don't care. Don't care. Surprised it didn't rip off. Don't care about overheating the machine guns because I'm repairing them right on the airfield. I could also turn off the engine because I'm all about gaining milliseconds here, and when I'm gonna go to take off again, I'm just gonna press the up key, and it's not gonna make me accidentally take off, which will cancel my whole repair. Though I believe now they've partially fixed that. If you do go and press and move while repairing, it just stops the timer instead of resetting it. Now, yeah, it's basically like most air battles. The teams are absolutely dead within the first 5 minutes. Well, first like 3 minutes, but of combat. And of course, it's never my team that does that. Or when it is, well, it's the whole team, including me.
Returning to the airfield.
I would like to have that. The BF-190 looks like an awesome plane. Especially for cast. But it costs money. So no. And also, I'd like to correct myself on the last one. I said I would like to get the RAM one. I thought it was a premium. It is not, so I will be getting it. I could go play that right after. Actually, that'd be way more fun. I could just go play like 4-0. Or 4-3. 4-3... You know what? 4-7. Just because. That gives me the better Churchill. And the concept, because it got moved up to 4-7, because it definitely was too good for 4-3. Which it wasn't really. I don't see much of a difference between 4-7, because I was already using it at 4-7. So it might be just slightly worse, but honestly, it's just like the M18. It's like mobile and has a good gun, so honestly, as long as it can pen people, then it's out of fine BR. So yeah, that means like if you were to take the M18 and push it up to like 6-7, that would not be good, because then it would struggle penning things, which means its advantage would go away of a pretty good gun in mobility. So 6-0 is a fine BR. I thought it was pretty fine at like 5-3 when I first used it. And 5-7 was definitely fine. And now they put it at 6-0, so it's not as good looking, because I don't have many... There's not many other vehicles at 6-0, so there's really nothing else to play with. If there was a lineup there, then yeah, it would be awesome. It would fit in, but there isn't, so you have to use it like... Either you use it in your 5-7 lineup and you got the 6-0, or you use it in your 6-3 lineup, which there's plenty of those. That LA7 is not gonna climb to me. You just realized that. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna get my kill sold. I can outmaneuver this guy twice, but my team's not gonna let me do that. They're just gonna take it. This guy's fighting me a lot. Too bad he's in a bad plane. I'll put you out of your misery, sir. Pilot snipe again? God, I'm rocking those. Yeah, Spitfires are just kind of overpowered, honestly. I mean, this 17 seconds feels like 15 or 14. Except when you're going up against Japanese planes, because those will knock you out most of the time. They're just way lighter. How did you not die? I'm gonna turn around and get you, because I've already put enough rounds into you for you to die at smallest of need. Okay, again. Ow. I've put probably 100 rounds into you. How is you not died? There he goes. Artillery. That's like the target. There you go. See, he took like 70 rounds, not like 120. Well, you just gotta deal with it. And this is a perfect demonstration of why you want to have your things find differently. If I use just 20 mils, that was 4 rounds. I'd be wasting some machine gun bullets, which is just kind of OCD, because in the end it really doesn't matter that much. Because what I'll save 10 rounds per, and at the end that's gonna be like per 100, if I was 100, maybe like 200 bullets, which it really isn't much to kill another plane. But at the same time, every bullet counts. If it's 50 cals as your secondary, then saving 200 bullets, that's crucial. Yeah, we're gonna end the game by killing all of their ground targets. Ooh, they have 3 Yak. No, they have 2 Yak 3s. He is turning around. I have way superior energy to this man. No! Why'd you have to kill a ground target, P-38? God damn you! That was literally the worst timing. You saved an enemy. That's one of the only things I don't like. Is they give RP, and yes, they're a way to end the game by killing them, but they take way too many tickets. Like, we didn't kill all of them, we killed half of them. It should be if you kill, like, 15, 16 of them. So, like, there's 3 or 4 targets left. Because you can't kill all of the pile boxes. Because you can kill them with 20 mils, which most planes have. But then you run out of ammo, so it should be that, like, if he's camping the airfield, you go and kill the ground targets so that your tickets are higher than theirs. Not that you can end the game, literally by just taking, like, 5/8 of them out. Because then, if they do come out and try to fight, because they've just been planning and sticking together because there's 2 of them and they're taking off at the same time, and now they come back and they have 400 tickets and some guy's not trying to participate in dogfight and just 4 ground units, and now the game's over. Well, you could have gotten 2 other kills. Also, thank you for map randomization. And honestly, I'm gonna go ground targets this time, because I feel like it. Also, this has a superb ground ordnance loadout. These rockets are amazing for 4-3. Honestly, the Israel tech tree, or like if this Spitfire was in another tech tree with this loadout, like in the British tech tree with this loadout, I would be playing that all the time at 4-7. Because this loadout is amazing. These rockets absolutely slap. at the battle rating at 6-3 or 6-0 more precisely, because I haven't played it much since it got moved up to 6-3. But yeah, because these rockets have what, like 1.6 kilograms of TNT. But yeah, they overpressure things like Tiger 1s and Panzer 4s, of course, because they have like 10 millimeters of top armor. Which is weird, because it's like the sloped part of the Panzer 4's roof, hull roof, is 10 millimeters, and then the not sloped part is 12 millimeters. Which doesn't make sense, because technically the sloped part is the part that would get hit. So I don't know why that is like that. There's probably a reason, or they just forgot, or Gaijin messed up some numbers somewhere, which is entirely possible. That's a wyvern. I'm predicting it. Or it... Oh no, it's a 375. Also a fast plane. Also, what it is also, is fat and unmaneuverable. Try to predict where he's gonna go, that it does try to, so that I can. Yes, that rear engine is slightly suffering, sir. Try to maneuver some more, please. Oh, that's not good for you. Typically, you want those. Ow. You hurt me. You hit me. Well, time to attack the ground. Unless I'm gonna get swooped in on by a Yak 3 or something. I just want to attack the ground and after I just murdered somebody who wanted to do the exact same. I missed. You saw nothing. That was insane. I'm so good. You all just forgot the last thing I just did. Ah, that hit his berm. His armor was effective for one. I am hearing a plane. It's the right rocket. That was kind of close. Wait, close, honestly. As far as Yak 3, he's not diving for me. Good, 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 good. He loves to see me being left alone. Do I feel a looming presence overhead? That's a tree that I almost hit. I don't want to waste all my rockets. I should go higher. And it's the right rocket, so... Okay. Oh, it's teammate God. Aw. Ooh. F-109. About the best bomb in your life. Yeah. And now to demonstrate how good these rockets are, since tanks, if I can aim, that is, that's the other part. Missed the first one, but the second one blew them up. Though this isn't entirely representative, because these are way easier to kill. Oh, that was so close. That grazed his hair. I think these could even kill from side on. They can. And it did. I feel like I'm gonna be left alive, which honestly I wouldn't mind too much if there wasn't too many enemy players. Oh, I feel like that should have taken off track. Alright, it's the left rocket. I've got one shot at this. I'm too good, baby. I don't know why I said that. That just makes it weird. I'm gonna get him from a kilometer away. I didn't. It's fine. I got the backup. Alright, me and a P-47 versus 3 other people. I'm gonna go and help him because I know he's gonna need it. Or he won't. He just took out another enemy plane. Fine, I guess I'll just stick to ground targets then. I mean, I am kind of top of the team almost. There we go. Not even close. God, again. These people. Account created a minute ago. God. It took him a minute to find me. So, it seems the P-47 left me alone against the enemy. I am lower ticketed somehow. I see a Yak-3 taking off, and that Lancaster has torn his wing off, and he's just crashed, so it is a 1v1.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
How? How? Well, I'm gonna end it there because I don't have too much time. And I'd like to also get some sleep. So thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next, in another video. See ya!